Welcome back to the Talking Hedge. I'm Josh Kincaid, and this is your Cannabis Business Podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about the Cannabis Science Conference in Portland. On the ground is Dan Chemist, our CBD correspondent, with good CBD products. How's Portland treating you? Is it keeping it weird?
Oh, I love this town, and I love this show, Chronic. There's so many smart people here.
It is a good show. For those that don't know, the Cannabis Science Conference puts together cannabis industry experts, instrument manufacturers, testing labs, research scientists. They have medical practitioners, policymakers, and interested novices. They have an annual event that started in Portland and just expanded to Maryland for the East Coast. Their president, Josh Krosny, did an interview with you earlier today. Is that right, Dan?
Oh, yeah, I got a chance to hang out with Josh and with Tracy Ryan and with just basically a whole bunch of the cool crew that run the conference, as well as some of their VIPs. It was pretty neat, Josh.
So today was day one. I'm going to be down there tomorrow on Friday for the final day to wrap this up, get some interviews, get some footage, all of that good stuff. What did you and Josh talk about? What did you see when you hit the floor? Why don't you give us a little insider info?
Sure. Well, so I caught him early, and then I caught him later in the day. So when I caught him early, I just said hi and thank you because, again, access for us means so much, right? And then on the floor, as we had anticipated, a lot of these shows, we don't see anything new. This was one of the shows where you see new stuff, okay, and you talk to people who know what's going on. And so from an amazing new metered dose device, the cool crew from GoFire, okay, basically reports to your smartphone every time you use whatever you're using and helps you get dialed in with regards to your dosing and such. From that, through, for instance, a completely portable HPLC, basically a chromatography machine, looks about the size of a toaster, has a handle on it, okay, so you can pick it up and carry it around. From things like that, through just some really neat, we'll say industry-leading crew like the Cultivo crew and such, some different industry experts who do like industry-specific help with regards to scaling. So let's say you're a hemp farm or a cannabis farm, and all of a sudden things are going right. How do you take it to the next level? All of that stuff. Just a lot of neat crew. So anyway, so what's neat about today is, so then I got a chance to circle back to Josh Krosny and tell him what people on the floor were saying about him and the show. And it was really neat because basically it was an opportunity to tell him, hey, people love this show. This thing's well organized. Everybody recognizes your passion. Gosh, how do you guys do so good? And of course, he did what he always did. He basically talked about his team. Right. So it was a good gig, Chronic.
It's kind of going to be the future of shows, I think, where right now we have a hemp and cannabis show and there's everything in there. There's cultivation, there's processing, and there's no other industry that does that, where it's just everything under the sun. And so this is about science, cannabis, and so a lot of technology and the things that we listed off. So you're able to see new, neat, niche things within that segment. And so that's kind of what I like about this is it's ran very well, very professionally. It's not cheap, but they have the lunch and it's ran well. They've got a lot of really good topics that you can go listen to if you're into that. They have some booths. And so all day, good networking, good show. I definitely make my way down there for this, even though Portland has a ton of events. This is one to go to for sure.
I was on the floor, I was dialoguing with some people, and they said, well, geez, you guys sound like you're plugged in. Will you come talk with us about business? So we actually rolled off site for a little bit where we got out to their hemp farm. They took me for a tour. We talked about some of the different things that they're facing. And then it was pretty funny. They says, gosh, you guys are relatable. Do you want to come hang out at our swimming hole? So I'm literally about to go swimming with some hemp farmers, some stalwarts here in Oregon, and the whole thing of, again, really the community that show fosters is a wonderful community.
And so what are you expecting for networking this evening, as well as what's going on tomorrow? There's quite the conference here. Registration 7:30 in the morning today. That's early. It goes all the way until 5 p.m. Is there anything that you're looking forward to tomorrow? There's Olivia Newton-John.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get to meet her?
I didn't. One of the things that did happen, I asked Josh a bit, but she's on a tight schedule. And so, ultimately, one of the things that was really neat, I guess, is through this event, I'm on a kind of a VIP tour myself. I've got some things going into the evening tonight. We've been asked to come, visit some of the parties and talk to some of the cool folks and all of that stuff. And then tomorrow morning, I open up with a kind of a hosted breakfast with some cool crew that's plugged in. And then, by about 10 o'clock, I'll be down there on the floor. We do have some basically some folks where I'll be returning, talking to some different, what can I say? Okay, we're talking to some of the movers and shakers. And again, this show, one of the things that's really neat about this conference is that this show isn't about getting all high, okay? This show is about wellness, the science behind the plant, the emergent learning. So again, it's funny. In the lobby this morning, I swear you could literally feel the electricity from all of those neurons firing. So yeah, more of that, right? More of that.
Yeah, I'm excited to kind of see this product you were talking about, Go Fire. So very interesting things that are coming to the market. So I'm excited to get down to the Cannabis Science Conference, see Josh Krosny, check out the scene, meet up with you, and hit the floor tomorrow.
If you're out there right now and you're thinking to yourself, should I do that conference? Yes, you should do this conference.
Mm-hmm. I'll see you tomorrow. With that, we're going to roll this one up. I'm Josh Kincaid. This is Talking Hedge. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, or don't. And I'm out.